What's up and welcome back to another kind of funny trailer reaction. This time, we're finally reacting to the Fantastic Four First Steps trailer. A whole new era of the MCU is about to begin, and of course, we're going to be right there with y'all along for the ride. Of course, I'm Tim Geddes. I'm joined by the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Hello, Tim.
Hello. The Big Daddy himself, Greg Miller.
Hello, Tim.
And the Nitro Rifle, Andy Cortez.
Good morning, Tim.
Andy, how excited are you for this?
I am very excited. Yeah, I'm excited to see Pedro Pascal. I'm excited to see Vanessa Kirby. I'm excited to see what this little robot's all about.
Yeah, what's
I
he
don't know
up
much
to?
about it.
Herbie?
Yeah, I don't know much about Fantastic Four at all.
You about to learn today?
Okay.
Big stretch.
Are you prepared for that, Greg?
I'm prepared. I'm ready. I've had 2 Twixes already. I'm thinking
Two
about having a
Twixes,
third.
little
at some
more
Think
point.
about
Twix.
having the third. Yeah.
Salted caramel Twix. What's the quick review of this?
They're good.
I stopped at the corner store. I was like, I haven't seen Greg have this one.
Nah. Get ready for Twix oration, everybody. I'll come up with a better name by then.
Twix
Twix
oration.
talk. Twix talk.
Twix
What was
talk.
I
Oh,
thinking?
it's right there.
Talking Twix.
Yeah.
Nick, what about you? Where you at this morning going into a new MCU trailer?
I'm excited to watch it, but I'm calling it right now. It just can't possibly be better than the originals.
2005?
Yeah.
2004?
Jessica
Whatever it
Alba?
was?
Yeah,
fucking
the
love
Jessica
those
Alba,
movies.
Chris Evans classic.
Yeah.
Flame on.
Did you-
Like,
I
oh,
can't
that's
wait,
so
man. We're
fun.
going to watch them in a couple months leading into
Oh,
this
I'm
one.
excited for it.
Did you already start doing your re-ranks for the great Marvel re-rank
Oh,
that's
it's
going to
today
happen
for
this
me.
week?
That's
Today
it
for me.
By this week, you mean tomorrow that this thing is happening.
What do you mean?
I thought it was Thursday.
Is it?
Thursday.
I think it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm all back. Then. I'm not here Friday, so I'm looking at Thursday
Yeah,
as
yeah,
Friday.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a
I
whole
hear
thing.
you.
But that's right, everybody. We are blowing up the entire MCU in review list. We are starting over from scratch.
Thursday.
Box of scraps.
Oh, Tony.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tony.
But yeah, each one of us at this table is going to be making our own personal list that will then be combined into one list to rule them all. We will reveal that later this week. It's very, very exciting. And going forward, that's the list we're using. So all of us we're really going to put our noggins to work here and make the ultimate list that represent us because we will be judged by the internet.
I'm gonna justice for Spider-Man 2. That's what I'm saying right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You might be the only one.
Sam Raimi, I'm with you.
I had a question texted to me from the one and only Chris Anka.
Of course.
The designer of Spider-Man 2099 in the Spider-Verse movies and designer of a bunch of stuff. He's a pretty cool guy. Asked me, where did you find this either or MCU quiz that you took? Because I remember I Googled this or that MCU ranking quiz, and it was on something called sorta.app.
Interesting.
And so that's the thing that I put
cool.
in the in our little Slack together, where it pops up and it's like, what would you rather watch right now, Iron Man 2 or Captain Marvel? And you go Iron Man 2, and it's like Captain Marvel or whatever, and then you just go one by one, and then it gives you a
just
ranking.
dogs on Captain Marvel the whole time.
And it gives you a ranking of all of it. But there's one for the Infinity Saga, and there's one separate one for the Multiverse Saga. So you'll kind of have to like do your own,
Mixing,
inserting them
matching.
in there. Yeah.
All of that. Well, it's exciting times. I'm excited to see what our new list shakes out to be, and I'm sure it's not going to make anybody happy. I wonder if
will.
at the end of the day it'll make any of us happy. If we're going to look and be like, you know what, I represent that this list represents this group of bozos, and I'm okay with that.
As long as I'm going down in the basement and feeding chicken heads to fucking the Eternals on the bottom
Oh,
floor,
go
I'll be
fuck
happy.
yourself. The most
just
unneeded
no way.
hate.
There's no. I mean, here's the
There's
Greg,
no way all
this
four of
also
us are happy
It
about
also
this.
includes the X-Men movies, the old Spider-Man movies, the Daredevil, Elektra.
You know, I've had a Twix, so I get crazy. But did I stutter? Did I stutter when I said
I
I'm
don't remember
feeding
you
chicken
said
heads
wild stuff.
to
We'll
the
see.
goddamn Eternals?
We'll see where this all shakes out.
Eternals is good. I hate you.
But that is not today, everybody. Today, we're about to react to the future of the MCU with this Fantastic Four trailer. Real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to our Patreon producers, James Hastings, Casey Andrew, Casey Curran, Carl Jacobs, Omega Buster, and Karen Lindner. Thank you all so very, very much. Of course, you can get the Kinda Funny membership on Patreon, YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcast. You can get the shows ad-free, watch live as we record them, and get a daily exclusive Gregway. Gregways have been bangers recently.
They have been.
This
Thank
week
you.
you have some cool ones coming up. What's happening today?
It was raining too hard in the car, so I didn't do it. So I have to do one here in the yard. I want to be safe, you know?
Another atmospheric river.
Yeah, I hate it. You
2K25.
know what I mean?
Really dangerous out
I
there.
don't like it, man. Rain needs to stop right now. I'm too wet. Anyway, enough about all that stuff. Today brought to you by Our Frames. Let's get into that later. I want to watch this trailer. Roger, can you please bring it up?
I gotcha.
Thank you.
Let me pull up this. I'm gonna do this, and then let me know if it's too loud or not. Okay, hit and play.
It's good.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week.
Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
I love this.
This is already great.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming? Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
He looks
He
good.
looks awesome.
Okay.
Very Alex Ross.
Okay. Is this guy good or what? I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious. I just want to add a little bit of zip. Okay?
He's a chef, Greg.
Yeah.
It's the bear.
I
chef.
love it.
One of the bears.
Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock. The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
This is good, guys.
This is man, I'm feeling stuff.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
Sick.
I am right here. Whatever life
Risk
throws
it.
at us, we'll face it together.
This is fucking sick.
Awesome.
John Malkovich. Galactus!
Wow.
As a family.
Who the heck is Galactus?
Let's go, dude.
Yeah, that was fucking incredible.
Are we back?
Are we back, boys? Oh, man, that looks really freaking cool. Greg, what'd you think of that?
That delivered from this first scene all the way through, and doing it here in 4x3 and then having it slowly expand. Really brilliant, really beautiful. I can't wait for this. This is very good. This is a very good trailer. This is very good, Andy.
Yeah.
We're back.
Tons of goosebumps, Tim. And it's got that little sort of futurism wonder. You know, anytime you open up the Starfield game or you watch an intergalactic trailer, or I've been playing the Outer Worlds recently. There's just always like a musical kind of score that highlights what the vibe is going to be. This is really cool, and I love the way Thing looks. Just all this movie so far visually is kind of hitting all the marks for me.
Nick.
Yeah, me as well. I mean, in the live chat right now, people are watching. I apologize what went by, but retrofuturism is sort of the term they use for this, and I freaking love it. I love the style of it. I love that it places it in a different time. I love that the cast that they brought together for this, and this is just I'm gonna use the word clean. This is a clean trailer.
It is clean.
This just is exactly what you want it to be. It teases everything out. It introduces us to the time, the vibe, the characters. Everything looks good. And, shout out to all the actors. I mean, it just looks great. It looks fun. Yeah. This part looks awesome. I love this little Fantastic Four car.
Them in the costumes, the kids in the costumes. What a nice little touch.
I honestly don't think this could have been much better of a trailer for this being the first really released thing for this movie. Like, there's so much writing on it, and I think that they kind of nailed what they were going for here. Like, we need a group of heroes that we're rooting for and are actually behind and care about the stakes of them and all of that. And it seems like they're like, here's that squad, surround that with all the others that we've like the Shang-Chi's and the Sam Wilson, Captain America, and all of that. Like,
sure.
We have those obviously, but like, let's have a new core to it all. And I'm like, ooh, I'm invested in this. And I'm not a Fantastic Four guy, which I think is good. I think that we're in a place now to kind of like learn a lot of these stories that a lot of us may not have known. Like, I've read dozens of Fantastic Four comics, but nothing too crazy, right? But yeah, I love the colors of this. Very similar to the Superman trailer. A lot of blue and green blue and orange going on, which I'm a fan of. Just kind of gives it some pop. A lot of cool little flares I saw of like when the Human Flash or Human fucking Torch jumps up and it like flares the camera a little bit and like it gets the camera all dirty. I'm like, okay, we're getting some sauce here. Like, that's great. All these like little shots of while Vanessa Kirby's giving the speech about like, or they're saying we weren't these before, but we are now. It's like we always were. Good stuff, guys. Good fucking stuff.
If you told me that the interior designer for the whole Loki series worked on this, I'd believe it, because it just looks like they have a vision for what they want this movie to look like, and they're hitting all the marks for like interiors. Costumes, set design, all that stuff looks freaking awesome so far.
And we got Galactus.
Yeah.
Looking like Galactus.
Yeah,
and also, shout out to the Thing. I think he looks great. Like
100%.
Admittedly, I think he looked great in the old one too.
Well,
Michael
we'll see.
Chiklis?
We'll go back and watch that and see how
Let's not insult
the
Michael
Muppet
Chiklis.
looks like when we put him in that makeup.
But it's not bad, I think I saw Fantastic Four on somebody else's screen on a plane recently.
Yeah.
And
Best way to watch it.
It didn't look bad, But this does look awesome.
It looks awesome, and it reminds me a lot. I was saying of the Alex Ross art, and again the retro futurism stuff. Like so much of this, obviously the costumes and stuff, but the look of it feels like that classic Marvel comic, but not in a try hard way. This kind of just feels like, oh, there's the right amount of thought put into this that I believe in this universe, and it being a separate universe from the 616 MCU, I think is great. Like, how are they going to get over there? Interesting stuff. I got
Maybe they never
questions,
do.
and this trailer doesn't spoil shit, which I think is also great.
Give it time.
I wonder.
Somebody's like, oh, they're not going to watch the featurette. I'm like, all right, they're already
There we go.
shit's everywhere
I
already.
think it's interesting we see everyone's powers, but Mr. Fantastic.
That is interesting.
That's weird.
Is there any
why.
hint that I missed? Is there anything
I
in
don't
there
think
of it
I
at all?
saw a single arm get a little longer than it should.
She was like, you've always been able to extend.
Mm.
He's
know,
like,
she's
you've always
not
been real long.
Yeah. You've always been able to become engorged.
Wow. Okay.
The shot of
Dr.
Johnny
Dick.
up in space is pretty
Without
sweet,
it, well,
too.
running out of fire because there's no atmosphere up there. This is cool. So realizing you can't go outside of the stratosphere.
Is that what it is?
I imagine
I
so,
see,
right?
that's what I thought I read.
He has to
too.
burn oxygen to be able to get up
But
there.
I thought
which
he
is
was doing
cool.
it on purpose. Like he already knew that. Maybe just taking a chill pill,
Maybe.
be normal for a second. I'm not normal. One of those things. He goes
He's
up
extra powered and force.
It's cool they got Gandalf in this, though, right?
Yeah, what
It's
was that
weird.
about?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Do we know what character John Malkovich is playing?
What
John Malkovich,
what
no.
According to
universe
IMDb,
is
we
he
don't
in?
know. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not listed on IMDb.
I mean, the rumor is like Mole Man.
Okay.
That
Not Dumbledore.
interesting. I mean, I expect Mole Man to be in this movie for sure, but I don't expect that man to be Mole Man.
Greg, you had a little crack up at the whole dinner at 7 p.m. Why did you laugh at that?
I just like this cute little walkthrough they're doing for this reporter, I
okay.
assume, or whatever.
I
And
thought
I
it
like
was a
the 4x3,
reference
and
to-
I liked it. No.
I thought it was a reference to I Love Lucy or something.
No. It was just a cute little thing.
I'm curious how much time we spent in this movie actually talking about the origin of them.
Oh, interesting. Right. The chat saying that John Malkovich is rumored to be Red Ghost.
Oh.
And Red Ghost is his whole thing was he took monkeys up to space trying to recreate the Fantastic
Just like
Four.
Mark Wahlberg.
Exactly,
But a monkey.
100%. Kind of trying to get powers. So he's
Yeah.
like, they had 4 go up. I'm gonna bring my 3 monkey friends, and we're gonna go up. And then it didn't work the way he wanted to. They all had weird powers.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Love
then
it.
he had to euthanize them?
They
hope
euthanized him.
I don't know much more beyond that, but
That was an impressive pull for what it was. So
Yeah,
just waiting
well,
now.
that-
Sorry
I
that Nick
saw.
got immediately shit all over.
recently somebody was bringing that up in a
I
theory
really-
thing.
Don't swing on me. What?
I mean, I literally
Don't even look at me.
fell.
Don't even front
I did
look
a
at
trust
me.
fall, and you let me fucking fall on that one.
I did not. I'll let you know. I listened
thought
to the
you
Kind
were
of Funny
gonna-
podcast about Roger getting slapped, and I'm up. If anybody wants to fight, I'll fight him right now.
Great
My
podcast,
fucking
by the
boy
way. It's a
Roger
great
over there, not on my
podcast.
not on my watch.
I didn't even realize that was John Malkovich. So that's a good eye on you, Nick. I had no
I mean,
idea who
that
that
was
was.
just
I
an
think Greg
eye.
said
That was
it.
just an eye.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting also that Galactus is not that big. I like him big, but he's not that big.
Yeah,
You know, isn't he supposed to
I
be?
mean, you know how
usually
big, you know how
he's
far
fucking
away.
he's planets.
You know how far away he is.
Well, he's-
I mean, based on the optics, I'm pretty sure he's close.
I forget how shadows work, but maybe he's closer to the sun. You know what I mean?
maybe,
Like, you know what I mean?
maybe.
Maybe he's
Was it
still
a
way out.
Was it a shadow or was it a silhouette?
Shadow.
No, I mean it's his
Well, I
back
think
of his
it
head.
was the back of his
I think
head.
there was one scene. It's a shadow,
in New York,
and it's
in
one.
New
yeah,
York, the New York shadow. Is
the
what I
Let's
was
do the
Statue of
New York
Liberty
shadow.
shot. It's his.
Yeah, but
silhouette.
again, maybe he's looking from far away.
Maybe
Yeah.
he is.
You know
You're
what I
right,
mean?
Greg. You're right.
Look, right, that's what I'm talking
We're
about.
gonna have to do a frame-by-frame breakdown of all this
And
to
maybe
figure
still
out.
small baby Galactus. The more planets he eats, the bigger he gets. You know?
Man, I'll be real with you. I didn't even know that was his shadow. Like I
the
didn't
fuck,
see
Andy?
that until.
And he's like, I thought it was a big bull.
That was the loading screen for Spider-Man. All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick word from our sponsors, and we get back. We are going to go by this trailer frame by frame. This episode is brought to you by Aura Frames. I'm going to be real. Aura Frames might be the most popular sponsor product people here have ever had at Kinda Funny. Many of us have Aura Frames set up at their desks, and even more of us have gifted them to friends and family to absolute rave results. Aura Frames was named the #1 digital picture frame by Wirecutter, and it's for a good reason. It's so easy to set up, and they have different frame options. We gifted Aura Frames to Gia's mom and dad this holiday, and they're both obsessed with us being able to upload our wedding photos straight to their frames. All you need is the free Aura app and a Wi-Fi connection, and you can upload as many photos and videos as you want, and your favorite live iPhone photos will play right on the frame. Right now, you can save on the perfect gift that keeps on giving by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, listeners can get $20 off of their best-selling Carver matte frame with code KINDAFUNNY. That's auraframes.com, promo code KINDAFUNNY. Don't forget to mention that we sent you to show your support for this show. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, there we go.
everybody. I love that Roger just laughed. Like something's going wrong. We'll figure it out. All right, Roger, you ready to look at this thing?
Sure thing. Let's go into here.
I like the confidence, Roger. I like the confidence.
Let's go.
Yeah, oh, I think I can pause right here and look at that weird building over there. What's that all about? You know what I mean? I appreciate that Empire State Building is going to be, or Chrysler Building. I'm not that
That's
big of a.
the
That's Chrysler, right?
Chrysler,
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
And then whatever this weird
Little
Eye of Sauron is. Yeah.
Small man's.
I like that it looks, and there's a pyramid. It looks like there too. I like that it's like in a little Seattle sphere. There's a couple. I like that it looks like New York. You can tell it's New York, but then we're fictionalizing
There's
it.
2 Seattle spheres.
It's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot more fictionalization going on than
That's cool.
Tony Stark's one tower right in our New York.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that Seattle's the little thing on top was a UFO? Like it could
Always,
fly off one day?
always.
I just imagine Men in Black 5 would have that be the thing.
We
Case,
have some
but we just never
reference
got
to the
there.
first one. Yeah, we should have.
Something really cool at the Comic-Con this year when they kind of like had the bigger blowout for this, and they had the hover car kind of like go over the audience and all
Yeah.
that, and they played the music and stuff for the first time. They also showed a map of this New York, and it showed kind of like a bunch of the different buildings and like how they all kind of connected to each other, and it's just cool where it does seem like obviously it's New York, but it being different, and it's very much kind of ran by the Future Foundation here, and they're celebrities as we see in this, but like the whole city kind of revolves around their power.
Is there any other characters that we know of or have seen in this particular multiverse, like in this
Not
universe?
that we know of.
that we know of, okay.
Yeah, I doubt that'll.
What
think
universe
this is
was
gonna be
Krasinski
completely
supposed to be from? Like that.
838.
Okay.
Which is the multiverse.
And this is
of madness.
616.
No, this is we don't know the number. Of
Oh, we
this
don't know
one
the
yet,
number of
but
this
yeah, this is a different one.
First off, I want my house to look like this.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Oh, if I could, complete
the
with that,
fridge in the
that little
back.
dome for all
Yeah.
the baked goods. I want that just baked.
Wow,
in there.
look how high this cake's coming up. You know what I mean?
That's a nice cake.
You look at how it.
Smash it to the ceiling.
Also, in this
I can't stop it.
this is gonna be the stupidest thing, and I'm gonna get roasted for this. But I love Pedro Pascal's dork voice. Whenever he's not doing like a Spanish accent, he just sounds like such a fucking dork, and I love it. I love it.
Got a good little mustache too.
Baxter
who
Building looking
doesn't?
hot.
Okay, so what's
Also
up with
looking
the
a bit
robot?
Stark-like. This is their robot that Reed built. His name's Herbie.
He's a butler.
There you go.
So
He's
He's
got-
their little friend.
So it's like Jetsons kind of.
Yeah.
It's like their Kevin, except it works.
Bear or fucking Roger laughing over there. Love the look of like just this CG looks so damn good and convincing.
Yeah, I mean
love
the
it
thing
a
looks
lot.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And their outfits are dope too. Like I like that this take on this looks very fresh and looks different than any of the ones we've seen before, but it also looks like taking just the colors of the comic and adapting it to like a real life thing. But I like that it's not all MCU like
That
almost armor
Yep.
motorcycle
No, it's
looking,
it's
like,
knit.
whatever.
Military,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
It's,
knit.
it's a cotton.
this
like
is
a cotton
I'm
wool
gonna,
blend.
I'll be wearing this whenever somebody sells this thing for $85.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I was never a fan of like the feedback where people were like, "Ah, the costume." It's like I think this looks awesome.
Well, I think it's just because
great
it's
color
different,
scheme,
right?
great look.
It's that departure. It still has a little bit of that built-in sort of armory look you can see there in those vertical slats that he's got on there. But it's not. It's definitely something you just pull over and
Yeah.
tuck into your pants, and I love that because I mean that's a nice evolution. Just as we had the evolution from going from the hard rubber suits of the 90s to like, hey, what if it just zipped up and it was more of a flak jacket or like a Kevlar vest style look, which we got with Captain America, which I always thought was a really, really smart call.
What
That's
do
a
you
cool
guys
evolution
What
of
do
it.
you guys think about Ben's voice? Because I saw a lot of negativity on that on the internet.
I
Love it.
I love that actor, but candidly, I don't know that the voice fits the character as much as Michael Chiklis did originally.
See, I
think
like
his
it. I
voice
like
is
that though
so
because it
good.
humanizes him. Well, I mean, like Michael Chiklis did a fine job, but I'm just saying, like, I like this because I like and I also like his eyes. His eyes look so human, even though he's the thing.
Was
I
Michael-
think that'll play into the storylines you usually get with the thing.
Was Michael Chiklis? Was he toned down or like did they change his voice to make it deeper, like a Hulk
Yeah, I think
style?
he just did it. Where he was like, oh, it was always like he made it a little bit more grimy
Oh, okay.
when he was the thing.
But it
if
wasn't
memory
Mark
serves
Ruffalo
correctly.
deep voice style like Hulk, where it's just
No.
Okay, it wasn't that.
where he sounds like he's making fun of himself.
Where,
Yeah.
Nick? Where did you come down on the commish with Michael Chiklis? You watch that a lot?
I never watched The Commish, but
Oh,
dude,
man,
I
I
went
loved The
so hard on The Shield.
Bro, that's
You ever watch The Shield?
No.
I need
The
to watch
Shield
The
was-
Shield.
The Shield got
Shit's fucking
dark.
awesome.
Everybody talks about The Shield like being like Breaking Bad before Breaking Bad.
It
like
was.
The Wire after The Wire. You know?
Yeah. The Shield went fucking nuts.
Here's the thing, Raj. Can you just rewind this sequence like 5 seconds when
Because I haven't
the thing
heard.
starts
I
talking?
don't even have an opinion on his voice.
Yeah, I need to rehear it.
Yeah.
All right, let's rehear it, everybody. If you're at home, this isn't us talking. This is the thing.
If you're at home, they can see us.
All right, hold on. Let me
This
just
goes up
actually-
as a podcast too.
How's that sauce coming? Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Okay. Okay.
I like
Is this guy good or what?
Yeah, I don't know.
I like
A
everything.
couple cloves
I
of
have no
garlic.
complaints about
Not
this
because
trailer.
it's not delicious. I just want to add a little bit of zip.
I
I
love
think,
it.
yeah, honestly, I think for me, can you pause? I think it's just literally First off, I love the actor, love Iman. I think for me, it just doesn't sound like it's in the actual scene. So maybe it's just the trailer.
Sure.
I can't stand
the
when
sound mix.
Yeah, I don't like when the sound mix doesn't. They don't add a little bit of the actual room tone into the mix, so it sounds like it's just right here in your face. And then all the other actors are acting, and they're obviously recorded differently. But I like the New York accent, of course.
I think yeah,
it's
I
all
think
in
it's
the mix.
fantastic.
He said the mix of the Twix. You know what I mean? It's all
Oh,
in the
I
mix.
didn't know.
I'm on it today,
Greg
guys.
just bagging things.
I'm having another one. These things make
Oh,
me
man.
think.
Hey, that made me think.
These Twix make me think. You look like a cigar. Oh God!
Look at that. The lips.
Down
Look at
to
the lip
teeth and
work
lips.
on that guy.
Down to
That's a
teeth and
talented
lips right
lip.
there.
Good lord. Let's get back to the
All right, let's
trailer.
go back to the trailer here.
I do love the voice. Yeah, just
I mean, that
reiterate.
robot rocks too. It reminds me a lot of Jedi Survivor robot.
Mm,
Yeah.
BD.
Yeah,
And what's
BD.
the rumor? Who's playing?
Well,
Poppy?
Paul Walter Hausen, Stingray from Cobra Kai, is in this movie, but we just don't know who he is.
He's got to be the robot.
That's
so
cool.
it might be the robot.
Cool ship.
Yeah, I love
super
it.
cool.
Very Jetsons.
But he could be Mole Man. I'm rooting for it. Mole Man. For
He's
him, 'cause
gotta
that
be
would
Mole
perfect.
Man, right?
Yeah,
Is Mole Man similar to the Incredibles Mole Man?
Same
that
guy.
was.
Mole-
I mean, The Incredibles is entirely
Yeah.
aping Fantastic Four, and yeah, that's supposed to be. What would they call him? Subterranean Man.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Genius. Love that shot.
Yeah.
This is a great cut. Him
Underminer.
seeing himself, talking about how handsome he is, and then.
But look
not
how
being
handsome he is now.
Would you rather be before or after?
Would I rather be a normal person like I am right now?
Yeah,
or
or-
the actor? I'm the normal actor. I'm the thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the fucking thing.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I
Oh.
mean?
I thought I was gonna go.
Not where I thought that was going. Okay.
What'd
I
you
guess
think?
I'm
What'd you think the
more
question was?
interested in the
Huh?
like.
What did you think?
What did you think you were going to answer that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
You thought I'd rather be the actor?
You
Yeah.
answered very candidly.
He's very nice, but I'm more handsome than him, so I already got that up. So I gotta do something different.
Gotcha.
Then I'm the thing. Throw that back up. I wish I looked this good in a trench coat like fucking Raphael. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, he's got that tie on and everything. He's killing that
Gigantic
outfit.
head.
Think about how much fun I could be.
Where'd
as
you
the-
buy
the
that
thing.
hat? That's a custom ass hat.
You gotta
They're
stretch
they're
that
big
shit out.
celebrities. They're making it for him. And that's the other thing.
That's
I'd
nice,
finally be
man.
a celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like,
your
out of
dream
the
would
way,
be realized.
Kanye and your naked girlfriend. They want photos of me at the Grammys. I'm the thing.
I'm more interested in like what's the inside of his
I told you
body,
the Twix would
you know?
work.
Yeah, the Twix are working.
I'm thinking.
It's working.
He's a thinking
All
man
right,
right now.
Roger, let's keep going. Now, okay, pause. Let's go back here.
Yeah,
for
we
a
gotta
second.
go back.
We
I
gotta
don't like
talk
his
about
hair.
this.
I do
hate
not
the
like
hair.
his hair.
Every
don't like
time I see this man, my first thought is Barrett Courtney. Just in this, just right here.
Yeah, sure, I can see
Every fucking time.
that. Yeah.
He's very Courtney.
Kind of like how Annie and Jon Snow have the same eyebrows and forehead.
Mouth, yeah.
It's just one of those things where it was a pet peeve of mine too, with the contact lenses with Jessica Alba and the hair with Jessica Alba, and pretty much everything they did in the originals, where it's obviously not his real hair color.
Sings Jer says that they're making him look childish. They are, and it's just not working for me. It's
Yeah,
just
but he
not
looks
working.
childish, like the kid that you're like, oh man, that was the oopsie kid, and now he's a serial killer. You know,
Sure, yeah.
like he's like the third kid that's
Yeah,
like
we didn't want
30
you.
years younger.
Yeah.
And now he tortures squirrels out back.
No, we
kinda
understand.
Kid.
You can stop with. We
Do
got
you
the
understand
reference.
that?
Yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying?
Dexter,
like
yeah, we
eventually
got
he'll
it,
be
we got it.
Dexter, but like the bad
He
Dexter.
doesn't burn his clothes off here because Reed made his clothes work, which is nice.
I didn't even
remember-
in the Fantastic Four movies. He burned his
See,
clothes
that's
off.
what I was
remember?
talking about. Like
The camera flare?
Camera, yeah, like smudges the camera up.
I
Oh,
didn't
your
even
little lens
realize
flare,
that
little
the-
JJ.
That's tight.
I didn't realize the other Fantastic Four were right behind him as he was about to
They
do
gotta go
that.
get
Really
their thing.
hot.
He can fly. They gotta go get their stuff.
I do-
And again, look at how good the thing looks in the shirt and tie combo.
Yeah, dude, he's got a big chest, bro.
Yeah, give me
He's
the thing.
definitely juicing a little bit. He's caking up a little
I
bit.
think so.
Yeah, just a little bit. I will say, I love Joseph Quinn, and I will always love Joseph Quinn from the last season of Stranger Things. And Tim doesn't understand
And
that reference
Gladiator,
yet,
too.
but he was great. In
He was
Gladiator,
fucking
too.
awesome.
He was great.
A
in that,
Quiet
too.
Place prequel.
But he made
Still
his
haven't
name
seen
for
it.
himself. Oh, he's good in that too. But he made his name for himself in a couple scenes in Stranger Things. And
Let's
I can't
just
wait for you
say
to
not
watch it
everybody
one of
makes
these
it
days.
out, Tim.
Oh,
Let's just say it gets loud.
it's loud.
No longer a quiet
Don't
place.
get
Go
loud.
loud.
It doesn't look like he's saying "Flame On" though. It's
No,
kinda
he's
fucked up.
well. I'm actually okay with that.
Marvel fans, because I'm a DC kid. Did he actually have to say "Flame On"? Is it like Shazam? I always thought it was
No.
just a
I don't
flare.
think he had
No,
to,
it's,
but
a,
he did
it's a
it.
flare.
I think it was like when I tried to like make Booyah a thing.
Yeah.
And Andy was like, "Stop! It's not going to be
Yeah,
a thing
yeah,
ever." And I was like,
yeah.
"Booyah!"
Remember that?
I do remember that. It's gonna haunt us again.
I mean, if you want to try, I'll
It's
help you.
Barrett Courtney, guys.
I'm Barrett Courtney.
Here's the thing: there's already too much joy
I'm
in his
stuck in
face,
this
though.
mask.
You know what I mean?
Let me see there's joy in his face when his mouth is making
Everything about this guy,
Right
he's
there.
too happy.
Put a little tiny hat on him. Like,
Okay, can I get? I know this is dumb. Can I try to get a freeze frame on the
On the
marquee
Earth?
behind her? No, just want to see what's playing. I always like those things.
Sub-
Sub-Zero,
Sub-Zero
Intel. Sub-Zero Intel.
Who's
Amazon,
the-
on Amazon
Something
Prime, I think is
Loud.
what it says.
no, but who's the something Powers,
Alden.
Austin Powers?
I mean, let's take a look at her costume too. Look, can we pause right here? I love it. I love that it's just sort of a little thicker than it needed to be, like sweater-like costume. It's very old school. It looks the costume should look like at any given time. They're just a little too warm for whatever environment they're supposed to be in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a little sweat happening, and
They
like right
can't
here, you get this little
operate
sweat right
that
here.
way.
Yeah, the little elbow
The
sweat.
little
You can't
elbow
get rid of it.
sweat.
It starts getting itchy
Yeah,
throughout the
you're
day.
like,
It's
"Ah,
bad.
man, I
I
gotta
love
get this
so
thing
obviously
dry
their
cleaned."
car's dope as shit, but I love that even the other cars are kind of weird looking. You know,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
such
yeah.
good production design.
Yeah, they all look like concept cars from the 60s.
Yeah.
Like the car of tomorrow, eh? And
All the
it's like,
stuff that
They
happened
never made
in-
it there because
When they did like the World's Fair stuff, like
Yes.
the Iron Man and like his dad, Howard Stark, doing all the stuff there.
very cool.
Yeah, they
She's-
can't operate
God
in Santa
bless Vanessa
Fe.
Kirby.
Like,
I really like that the rainbow effect too, the prism effect on her power.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Galactus
Something's coming through,
arrival,
presumably.
or the Silver Surfer.
The Herald.
This is just cool because I like
So
seeing how. And look at how he's the most popular guy too. That's why I'd want to be him too.
Yeah, because he's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Not the guy that turns to fire. That guy's not cool.
It's just you're really limiting what you.
This
can
car
do.
is cool.
Your
yeah,
car's real
that
cool.
looks like the old Batmobile.
Yeah,
so-
And we know
60s.
it flies, which
That's
is like
rad.
even cooler.
I was gonna say it looks a little like the owl from Watchmen.
Oh, right.
Just a little. Has that little cockpit vibe. This scene looks great. I mean, I love the coloring of this movie.
Yeah.
You guys nailed it. Like it's bright. It's somewhat the blues, the yellows are really popping here. It's a little bit muted in the rest of the tones. It just really has a nice retro look to it.
And you know, I'm a connoisseur of the color blue. Big fan of all the shades of blue. In
How do you
this.
feel about this shade of blue?
I like it.
How do you feel about the four on his thigh?
I like it.
That's sick.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it reminds me of like when you do like the matching sweat pant to the sweat shirt.
You get the joggers.
Yeah, the joggers. Remember when I wanted the Dobre brothers to send me some free joggers?
Man.
And they never
What an
did.
era that
They
was.
never did.
That was an era.
Yeah. Let's bring that back.
This
Being John
is a
Malkovich.
weird shot in this movie.
I don't love it. You know
Hey,
why?
it's
'Cause
just
for-
it's somebody. I'll tell you what's happening. Someone out there was watching this, being like, "Whatever," and then they saw big old Johnny M, and they're like, "I gotta go. I gotta go."
And he, like,
is he the Shazam wizard? Let's go.
I'm pretty bad at like this
China
era of
boxer.
actor. Like, would you ever know who this is?
Until they mentioned it was John Malkovich, I would not have like. But now pausing, had I not known, I go, oh, it's John Malkovich.
Who's John Malkovich? Like, what's he in? What would I know?
Being John
John
Malkovich,
Malkovich.
Con Air.
Con Air.
Okay.
He was in that horse
Oh,
movie.
what was the president one where it was Clint
he
Eastwood?
was in Rounders.
Clint-
Oh,
Clint
he was the killer in.
explains a lot, everybody.
Line of Fire. In the Line
Dude,
of
you
Fire.
got to watch In the Line of Fire.
In the Line of
tonight.
Fire
I
is
know you and
fucking
Gia have
rad.
13 reality shows to watch about the same people bitching about the same shit. But if you would go watch this, you'd be like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
cinema
he's in the
exists
Red
I
in
now
this,
know
and I
John
killed it with
Malkovich.
my superhero bullshit.
John Malkovich is a very, very well-respected actor. He's been in a lot of great projects. He's been in a lot of fun projects. He's been in a lot of bad projects. He's been around since the 80s, basically, maybe late 80s, early 90s, and he's just been fucking killing it on screen forever. He's a very, very well-respected actor.
Chad, I need you to
And he was in
talk
it-
about the horse movie he was in. and
He was in the weirdest movie I've ever seen in my entire life called Being John Malkovich, where John Cusack got stuck in his head
And Cameron
became
Diaz,
Yeah,
right?
we saw that
John
in
Malkovich.
psychology class.
Yeah, it's a
once,
very
but
weird ass movie, and everyone loved it. And he
Not
just
enough Pokemon in it for you, huh?
Definitely not.
anyway.
Transformers 3 for Tim.
What? Who was he in Transformers 3?
All right, here we go. Another shot here in New York. Crazy New York.
So
Nobody's
I
mentioning the
love
Domes
fucking
in
horse
America.
movie. Jesus.
what horse movie?
He was in a horse racing movie.
Seabiscuit?
Seabiscuit.
Maybe.
Shia LaBeouf's
Shit.
boss. All right. Very memorable.
Listen, just because you're bad at your job of recalling actors, don't get mad at us because we're great at it.
So yeah, I mean, like looking here at Galactus. Can we pause right there? I mean, he's not that far away from the Statue of Liberty. I'm assuming he's the same size.
Well, remember they were talking to somebody in the chat pointed out that he changed size.
Maybe, or maybe
There you
he's just tiny here.
Maybe
and it's
he
gonna
is.
take him a real long time to eat the Earth.
Maybe he's like, remember when we were kids and they had the little sponge guys you put in a cup of water and overnight they'd grow?
No, here's the
What
thing.
did that
Nick.
always make you think
Imagine
of?
this shot. Imagine this shot, Nick. But you zoom out and he's in a helicopter. He's in a helicopter right now.
Oh
watching
yeah,
this. You know what I
It
mean?
kind of pulls back.
Yeah,
and you can see the,
he's just
the
flying
helicopter
by.
door
He's just
frames him.
holding onto like a rope or something.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Chariot.
Secretariat.
Secretariat.
Thank you,
I was,
chat.
I was on the IMDb looking for you.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
He was in CL Spicy too.
Can we pause on Vanessa Kirby real quick?
Yeah,
Go
we
back.
she's
We're
great.
not paying a lot of attention to her. Does she have blue eyes? in
It
the
does look
one?
like she's got blue contacts, then doesn't she?
She-
would
She
hope
does
they-
have contacts.
Ah,
Yes,
come on, man.
because
I don't know how I feel about
because
that.
I've replayed that scene where she looks at Tom Cruise a whole bunch
Yeah,
in my life.
yeah, she definitely doesn't have blue eyes in real life, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. Maybe she does. Maybe
No, she has
got-
like
they're like green.
This works fine.
I
It's
know.
hard to
I
say.
just,
It's one thing in a dark thing here.
I never think that contacts look good. They always stand out to me, and the eyes are like the main focal
get the
point of any
bulbous
actor's
effect.
body.
Yeah.
So I always think it's nice. I think they look good.
Give me the
Whatever
hero shot.
whatever
Give me the
choice
hero
they
shot
made,
here.
this looks.
I like
good.
that everybody's got a different suit.
Yeah, just
They all
slight
have the
little
four, but there's
differences.
a lot of little differences across that. This is gonna be a good Halloween.
I like
costume.
Johnny's suit the best because it frames my giant shoulders,
Sure. Okay.
and I like the little boots. Look at the little
Yeah.
boots.
Yeah.
Look at these big boots. I like this shot too. Like this, a lot of people were bringing attention when we saw a similar shot from Comic-Con to the Beatles on
Yeah, on
Ed Sullivan.
Ed
Ed
Sullivan.
Sullivan,
Yeah.
yeah.
It definitely looks like they're being showcased on.
Yeah,
something
for
like
sure.
that,
and then we also saw the behind the scenes bits or like the fake stuff that they shot that was like the dating show that they were on, like the blind date thing. I wonder if that's
like yeah.
because it seems like I might be wrong about this, but the beginning of this trailer I think is recreating the footage that they did there. I don't think that was the exact same footage, but the whole like we're gonna have dinner at 7 or all that stuff like that was in the other thing, but I think it was different actual footage.
Got it.
So I wonder
Yeah,
what
somebody
makes the
asked
final
no
cut.
white fabric on page. Yeah, we were just mentioning the different sort of suit variants, right? But also the white fabric can't stretch. We know that
They can't
in the
stretch.
lore.
Yeah.
Mm.
Go back
Yeah.
one more. Can we
Cotton.
pull that up real quick? I just want to just touch on this and just shout out the motion graphic artist that did this. Can we just go back? I love the chromatic aberration just right there as this comes into focus.
Real
That's
good.
a really cool
That's
and
good.
obviously
That's
very
clean.
nicely done first steps writing itself in there. This is fucking clean. This trailer was clean.
What a month.
Presented in
Fantastic vision.
Division
Let's go. We got Superman in this same month.
and Jurassic Park.
Oh wow.
I know.
That one a little less-
well, that'll, you know.
But I mean, it's
That'll
just
put a
like in
little
terms
cream
of
in the
box
coffee.
office, like good lord, it's gonna
Yeah.
be a bloodbath for somebody. Probably Jurassic Park. But
Here's my question.
does somebody move? That's my question.
What's that?
Like Superman and Fantastic Four both seem kind of steadfast on
We're
their
seeing
release
July.
dates. Like I thought for sure this was gonna get delayed, but seeing this now, it seems full steam ahead.
But this versus the Superman trailer,
Superman.
like, if I were making this film, I'd be like, I'll put it up against Superman. I don't give a shit. This looks great.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck. But that shit, you know what I'm talking about? You bet on this.
Yeah.
You know this is going to do business. The real question I have for you guys is the world finally ready to embrace the Fantastic Four? Because we've had 2 starts on this, and it doesn't seem like
Yeah, but
it's
those are
everyone's
the quality
favorite.
of the film, I feel like. You know what I mean? Where you don't really know what you're doing. I think coming into a post MCU world where we understand what a superhero movie should be, and I think right now where people are down on Marvel and the MCU in general, I think I don't have high hopes for Captain America. I'm hopeful that it'll be fun, but I'm not expecting it to be great. But I could easily see it being a miss and us not liking it, people not liking it, and continuing this trend. I think they need a win. This looks like a fucking slam dunk home run.
I'm with you, and I think more than just needing a win, I think that this in name first steps, but also in just how this movie's been talked about since it's been announced, and the other movies that have been announced. Like, this is the first steps towards Secret Wars. Like, this is the beginning of let's make sense of everything and retcon as much as we can to like work with what we've done. But like, we're going somewhere now. So like, yeah, I feel like this is going to be such an important jump on point. And I think because of that, it is, hey, the MCU is back, whatever that means to the majority of people. We have a group of characters we actually want to care about in the Fantastic Four. They fucked it up before, but we're getting it right this time, you know?
Yeah.
And like, so this trailer looks like they're going to get it right.
That's awesome.
So
I'm excited. One minor thing of the trailer, we did not see any of Julia Gardner in there.
as Silver
And
Surfer.
that's unfortunate, in my opinion, because I'm looking forward to her being Silver
God, I
Surfer.
can't
So
wait.
we'll
She's
see.
gonna be incredible.
Yeah, I know there was.
She's
yeah.
so good in Ozark.
Yeah.
Ozarks?
Ozark.
Ozarks.
One thing that I somehow didn't bring up is this trailer just uses the score, uses the theme song for Fantastic Four. That's never been done in a Marvel thing before.
Interesting.
Well, we
just
heard
like-
them sing Fantastic Four at the end.
Yeah, that's the theme song.
That's their theme. Okay, I don't
This
know.
is this is Michael Giacchino.
Oh, okay. Well,
And,
I take back any sort of issues I may have had with it. I gotta trust him now.
Oh, this thing is a banger, dude.
Okay.
And them sticking with it, like for the promotion, I'm like, oh, that because it has the right tone and vibe for it all. But I also think that that's cool, where they're just like, we're kind of trying to create a new vibe for this going forward. Because yeah, in other trailers we've gotten hints at like the end game, like the Avengers theme and things like that. But this Soul song being that, I think is a really cool first move.
Very cool.
We got some
Very
super
cool.
chats here.
Super chats.
Golden Spider says, we saw everyone's power except Mr. Fantastic, which makes me wary of how bad the CG will be. Yeah, honestly, I do think it's a big concern. Like, you know, the stretching stuff never looks good. So.
I mean, Thing looks great though.
Yeah, but that's completely different than stretchy stuff.
I
I
honestly
hear
don't
you, but
think
I'm
it's
just
that.
feeling it. I feel like Thing looks so much better than I would expect. No, I guess I don't know if I had bad expect. I was very impressed with Thing, which makes me go, oh, I'm not worried about the effects.
I think what Tim's saying is not like, will it be convincing? It's just hard to make that look good. I think it's hard to show a stretchy neck with a head at the end of it and have us be like, I like it. It's similar to
It's silly.
MODOK. Yes, it's
Yeah.
similar to
It's like they nailed it. It looks bad.
yeah, like, they got what they were going for,
This is
and it's
exactly
still
what we
not
needed.
great.
We don't
so
want
I'm with you. I think that they made a smart call by not showing it here, because I think that would be the highlight of all the conversations today. Is like, ooh, that looks kind of funky. Like, I don't know if that's really making the jump to live action in the way that we'd want it to.
I'm hopeful that they're just like, we need to save a little bit for the next trailer. Like, we're still in. We got all the like the 80%, 85% level stuff in here. Maybe the stretching stuff is gonna pop off like crazy for the next one. Who
Yeah,
knows?
we love popping.
Same with
I
Julia
hope so.
Gardner. I'm hoping. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that when they show her, that everyone gets hyped for that as well.
Joshua Barnett says, just paying my birthday tax and say Andy's right. Eternals is good.
It is, man. I'm telling you, dude.
Oh, well, when I'm feeding them chicken heads out of the
Great,
rusty
man.
bucket tonight, I'm going to show them this trailer and say, why
Yeah.
couldn't this be you?
It was cool. I had trouble sleeping the other night. Just put it on. Awesome. It's like NyQuil.
Fuck
They're
yourself.
all wearing little muted color outfits.
They're really not talking. They're just staring at each other.
Let's fight these weird dragon creature things.
I gotta go back and watch it.
No, you don't.
I do.
You should, man.
It's never going to be, no. All we did was like, we looked at it and we went, all right, Kingo, we like him and we'll keep him. And we got to do something with this fucking thing coming out. So it'll be Captain America. That's all you need. You're done now.
I hate everybody.
No,
so
I hate
goddamn much.
everybody.
Let's have some
I
fucking
hate
patience. You know what I
everybody.
mean? Jesus goddamn
No,
Christ.
None of my problems with the film are that it didn't pay off or that the things. I'm just saying, none of the other characters were cool. We don't need to worry about them.
Oh,
Best fucking speed fight we've ever seen. Sorry, Greg. Sorry, Mr. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not
Start
even
calling
going
you
to get into
Mr.
it.
Fantastic from now
Thank
on.
you. I like that a lot. That would mean a lot to me.
All right,
What, you're
we're
going to say the stupid Justice League fight?
anything the
speed
Flash
fight?
has done. Yeah.
Oh, I never would say any of that shit. I would jump to Quicksilver when he's saving everybody.
It's way better than that.
Okay.
it's
Come the fuck on.
okay.
It's actually
Whoa.
like, yeah, like that. They're cool for different reasons, though. This is like a cool action. Let's put it on right now. Let's
Jacob
watch
says
Eternals.
Tim Eternals was bad, and I think we've always trusted
It's
Jacob.
not bad.
We love Jacob LaBelle.
First off, it's not bad. Second off, I wasn't even arguing
It's
that it
so
was good. It's not bad. Crazy motherfucker. It's so mid. Thank
It's
you.
so
Andy.
mid,
Thank
and it
you.
deserves to be in the middle somewhere. Oh God.
We're falling
I'm
apart,
angry.
everybody.
So
we
mad.
have a long day of a lot of fun stuff coming. After this, we have Games Daily. After that, we have a stream. And then later at, I think, 2 p.m. Pacific, we will be live reacting to the Capcom Showcase and the Monster Hunter Wilds presentation. And after that, we'll be doing a Gamescast breakdown of everything that we see during it. Let us know in the comments below what you thought of the Fantastic Four First Steps trailer and what you think about the Eternals. Until next time, have a marvelous day.